The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiclarkenetwork.com.
Everybody wants to know how to plan their money well. And sitting beside me is the man who can do it. He is a certified financial planner. So please welcome Jorge Simoes to the show. He does it with panache. I really like this suit, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I like this color.
It's so hard to find a burgundy suit in color.
It's probably not the easiest thing to, but you pull it off really nicely. So
Thank you.
yeah, I appreciate that. That's kind of close to the color of my logo. It's kind of like a little purple.
Maybe it was done on purpose.
Maybe it was. You know, so we met at an event in June and had a great time, and I learned a lot about what you do. So I thought it would be appropriate for you to share the good word with everybody.
Absolutely.
So tell me, how long have you been in the financial planning business?
10 years now, actually. June of this year was my 10th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Absolutely. 10 years flew by like no other, that's for sure. That's what we say, no, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And you have to have fun in what you're doing, or otherwise it's like, what's the point?
Well, you can have a job or you can have a career.
True.
Right? So this has got to be a career. When you have a career, you have fun at it, right? Because you enjoy what you do.
What's fun about what you do?
Meeting different types of individuals, different types of business owners, having to deal with different types of scenarios, there's always a need, right? And it's uncovering and pointing out what those needs are for people, and at the end of the day, providing a service that, providing a diligent service, because there's many people out there. I think at the end of the day I'm not a salesman, I'm a professional, right? And that's what I like to distinguish myself for, because in this industry there's many salesmen, right? And the salesman.
What's the difference?
Well, someone's going to try to sell you something for a salesman, right?
Okay.
If I'm going to meet with you, I'm not going to try to sell you something. I'm going to try to find out what your need is overall, and I'm going to try to put a plan together what fits, to provide what fits your needs overall.
Okay. So it's the approach is completely different.
It's the approach and it's the planning, right? It's getting to know the client. That's probably the most important thing, and getting to figure out what your short-term goals are and what your long-term goals are, because everyone's an individual, right? And everyone's needs are different. So it's digging down and doing fact-finding. That's probably the biggest thing about planning versus selling.
Gotcha. Okay. So when did you decide to pursue, your career in Hub Financial?
Well, I was with the company before. So I started with the company. People probably might know London Life. And I was hesitant to mention that name.
You got one policy from them.
Yeah, you probably did, but I was hesitant to mention London Life because there's always a big, bad association with London Life and policy owners, and I won't get into it, but I decided to leave London Life because Hub Financial is the independent model. So I'm not dealing or working specific with one company. I have all the companies offering the products to me, and I can do so with all my clients. It's a nationally recognized company, and it's a brand name that I'm comfortable in associating myself with.
Okay. What are some of the services that you offer?
Well, my elevator pitch really is, I do corporate and estate planning by providing risk and wealth management strategies for individuals and corporations. So to sort of explain what that really means is, on the personal side, what I try to do is provide income replacement for individuals, whether it's due to premature death, disability, or critical illness. On the corporate side, I pretty much show corporations and business owners two things: how to save on taxes and how to get money out of my corporation in the most tax efficient way, if not completely tax free. So to elaborate a little bit more on that realistically is, individuals have registered vehicles, and my passion really transitioned a little bit more to the corporate side, and I still deal with clients on any type of basis, whether it's personal or they're a business owner. But with a business owner, individuals have registered vehicles such as RSPs and TFSAs to invest their money. The only registered vehicle for a corporation, realistically, is insurance. And insurance, people think, insurance, number one is it doesn't pay, and number two is, I have to wait to collect. The products that I sell, the business owners that I speak of, what I do for corporations is actually investing in at the end of the day, they're insurance. And I hate to say it's insurance, but that's what it is. It's insurance products that provide you with a return, pay you dividends, and has a tax sheltered growth environment. Corporations are at the highest tax rate. So when you're investing with a corporation, half of your returns are going to be diluted away.
Okay.
Inside the vehicles that I provide to my clients, it's completely tax sheltered. So you can imagine what the exponential growth over 10, 20, 30, 40 years, what that can mean to a business owner. I do that when it comes to long-term retirement, and there's other products that I sell that essentially every dollar that goes into it comes out tax-free. So it's a way to get retained earnings out of your corporation.
Okay, that's amazing. Wow, I learned so much in like 5 minutes. My mind is blown.
Yeah, I know, and there's only a simplistic way that I can try to explain it, and this is probably the most simplistic way. And at the same time, I don't want to reveal all my secrets, because if you really want to talk about things, I'm here to chat, obviously, with every single client. And at the end of the day, the general market doesn't understand what some of the financial vehicles are available out there, and that's my job to do as a planner. And once again, as a transitioning career, to provide long-term and short-term goals for the clients.
Okay. What? I'll give you a personal story. When I was 9 years old, I told my parents that I wanted to be a TV show host. And they said, well, there's no money in it, so you got to do a safe job and become an accountant or a teacher. So I became a teacher. Did you always know you wanted to be a financial planner, or was it something that you kind of grew
it's
into?
funny, actually. So my post-secondary studies actually brought me to civil engineering. So I went to school for civil engineering, and my plan was to move back to Lisbon, Portugal, and work in my cousin's engineering firm there. My last semester, my grandfather was very close to pass away, and that changed my perspective on life and my career path overall. So a friend of mine actually said, why don't you try to become a financial advisor, financial planner? My dad's a director of the company, I can get you in. And I said, you know what, it's still numbers, I'm still planning, so let's try it out. And that's 10 years later, here I am.
Okay, fantastic. That's amazing. Did you have any challenges when you were going through your 10-year journey of financial planning?
There's always challenges, right? And I think probably the first, typically when you're starting off in the industry, what you would tend to do is approach a natural market. Once you exhaust your natural market, what are you going to do? How are you going to reach out to the masses, right? So the number one job really of a planner, of an advisor, should be to prospect. And prospecting either through seminars, through attending events, becoming members of certain associations, and asking for referrals.
Okay, and I know you're very busy. You're involved in, nonprofit organizations, charities.
Correct.
What are some of the things that you're
Well,
doing?
I want to definitely mention is a charity that I sit on their board. It's the Home Hospice Association. So if no one's familiar with hospice, hospice is basically, it's a hospital or the destination that people go to when they're about to die. So what hospice does is basically provide a way for someone to die with dignity, as opposed to die in a hospital bed or in a room or in some corridor, because we know our healthcare system is not at its best right now. So this association, this non-for-profit organization, what it tries to do is provide the same hospice services, and I'll give you a quick stat, which is unbelievable. For every 100,000 people that need to have hospice care, there's 1.2 beds available out there.
It's crazy.
It's unbelievable,
Unbelievable.
right? I joined this charity, this non-for-profit organization, in memory of my grandma. That she passed away a few months ago, so it was in her memory. Yeah, I know, it's part of life though, right? It's part of life. So it was in her memory because she sort of went through that same issue. And what this association does is try to provide the same hospice service to your home, because it takes about $5 million to open up a hospice hospital. So we're trying to provide the same service to your home, and because everybody likes to die with dignity.
Absolutely. And I'm going to give it to you for what you're doing. That is brilliant and a wonderful thing. So what if people want to reach out to you or the other board of directors to see what they can do to donate time or money?
You can reach out to me through my company website at www.hubfinancial.com. You can also find me on LinkedIn. And you can, through my website or my email address, george.simoes@hubfinancial.com. And I think I'll also want to say a couple of things before I guess we conclude. And one of the things that provides me the passion to do what I do, at the end of the day, there's not too many professionals, not too many industries that are able to provide, whether it's a widow, whether it's someone that's disabled, whether it's someone that's critically ill, or whether it's a business owner with a check at the time of their biggest need.
Absolutely.
So that's what I like to do.
Okay, fantastic. Everybody, George, Simoes, Thank you.